Hi, my name is Obioha Oti, your usual host on Business and Career Building Series. Today I want to look at a very interesting topic. And what is the topic I'm talking about? How to spot fraudulent investment schemes. Let me repeat the topic. How to spot fraudulent investment schemes. Now, why am I interested in this topic at this time? Remember, all along I've been talking about businesses, I've been talking about career building, I've been talking about how employees can start their own business while still in their employment. Now, it appears as if this topic is a derailment from the main topic I've been discussing for a while now. But the truth is that since I started this series on how employees can start their own businesses by the side, I've been emphasizing the fact that people should save their money. Gradually, people should save money while doing something little by the side so that by the time the business grows, they will have enough capital to pump into it. Now, why I'm interested in this topic is because I have discovered that one of the biggest ways employees and so many people lose their hard-earned savings is by putting them into fraudulent investment schemes. And there are so many of them. So many of them. Is so sad. In a country like Nigeria, and even in an entire continent like Africa, and even the world at large, even in the so-called developed countries, a lot of scammers, a lot of fraudulent investors. You know, they scam people their money, they prey on people's hard-earned savings. So I want to bring out some time to educate my followers, my audience, on how they can spot these fraudulent investment schemes. The problem is that in a situation where the economy is very hard and a lot of people are struggling with their businesses, many people are looking for an easy way out. People can easily fall prey to these so-called fraudulent investors. Now, number one way you can spot them, please pay attention because I'll be outlining them one by one and be discussing them. Number one way you can actually catch them is that they will promise you very high returns at little or no risk and with little or no work at all. Now, what actually made me to want to talk about this topic at this time is that I saw one on the Facebook last night, and this particular one is promising anybody who invests 6% returns monthly. You can imagine that 6% returns monthly. A particular investment scheme is promising investors that they are going to pay people 6% of their investment every month. Can you imagine that? Now, if you are somebody who wants to invest your money, there are some things you need to know about a particular investment platform or investment outlet or whatever you can call them. Now, we operate in the same economy. For instance, in Nigeria, interest rate happens to everybody. It affects everybody. Exchange rate affects everybody. Inflation rate affects everybody. These are realities in the market. Prices of goods and services affects everybody the same way. Now, how can somebody collect your money? Because they said they are collecting maximum of 20 million. I can't remember the minimum amount. Any amount you bring, they collect from you. Now, you give them 20 million and they are promising you 6% of that 20 million every month. And your principal, that is the principal amount, your capital of 20 million, which you use to invest ab initio, is still guaranteed that anytime you want that money, you will still collect it. Just imagine that. Now, like I said earlier, we operate the same market. and the prices of goods and services affect everybody the same way. Now, which business are these people going to do with the money that you have invested for them to make profit, pay off all their expenses, and then pay you 6% consistently every month? Think about this. What are they going to do with your money? For instance, this particular one I saw on Facebook yesterday night, they said they were into haulage, they were into transportation, they were into logistics, whatever they mean by that. They were into a number of things, normal things that normal business people do. And the people are even struggling to make profit or break even, let alone make enough profit to even pay 6%. This reminds me of what happened in the near past, a few years ago, when MMM came in. Now, when MMM came, a lot of people pumped their money into it. Even my colleagues in the bank, because as at that time I was still in First Bank, every day we come to work, people will be talking about MMM, how they are cashing out, how they are making a lot of money out of there. And I keep sounding the warning that this is a Ponzi scheme. This is going to crash one day. That they are only robbing Peter to pay Paul. I kept saying this thing. I never put a dime of my money into it because I knew it was going to crash. Some people I thought should know better fell prey to that Ponzi scheme. A lot of people put their money there because of greed. Nigerians are so greedy. Africans are greedy. This thing came, and we even had it went to they went to some countries, either Tanzania, South Africa, or Mozambique, something like that, and that it failed big time in that country. They took a lot of people's money and ran away. Then just shortly after that, they came to Nigeria, and Nigerians had the internet to browse and find out what happened. Yet they still believed the scheme, and they scammed so many people, including bankers, smart investors, church people, a lot of people in the church, even some pastors even use their platform, their churches to promote that Ponzi scheme. And by the time it crumbled, a lot of people were reeling. A lot of people were really in pains because of the money that they lost in the scheme. So if a particular investment scheme sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Nothing in life that is good come easy. Nigerians, listen. Stop allowing yourself to be scammed. Nothing good in life comes easy. If somebody is promising you okay, think about it. Blessed Trust is a financial institution. We give people loans. Even the loan we give to people, we don't even charge them up to 4%. Maximum we charge 3 point something. Okay, let's even say maximum 4%, which means somebody can come and borrow money from us and then invest in that place at 6%, borrow at 4%, let's say from us, and then invest in that place at 6% and make profit and come and pay us off. Please, let's just think about that. Remember, when anybody is collecting money from you, if the person is sincere, the money the person is collecting from you is a liability. If you are doing business and you are not sure of what you are going to do with that money, which is a liability, you don't collect it at all. So when they promise all these high interest rates and no risk at all, remember that their intention is not to do any business with the money to pay you the interest they are promising. All they do is that they collect the money from you, use it to settle the next people that are going to come, and then take a huge part of it and keep for themselves. They continue to do this to recycle the process until people are no longer coming. Then by the time new people are no longer coming to give them money to sustain that Ponzi scheme or that fraudulent investment platform, they will simply disappear with the much they have made. That is what is going to happen Nigerians, think. Africans, think. Please, if something is too good to be true, then it probably is. It probably is. Nothing can ever be too good to be true. Shine your eyes. Don't be deceived by high investment returns and so on. Then number 2 is that they will put pressure on you that you have to invest as fast as possible, otherwise you lose the opportunity. I remember a particular traveling and tours company that invited me for a seminar. This thing I'm telling you was just I think a week ago before I went for my book review in Lagos. A week ago, they invited us to one hotel in Onitsha, southeast Nigeria here, and they did a seminar, did a very quick seminar, showed us a lot of fine hotels, a lot of tourist destinations, and then at the end, they now started telling us that we have to bring out money. They say you should come with your spouse. Even though I didn't go, I just went there to see what was happening. I didn't go with anybody. They still allowed me to enter inside the hall. Now, at the end of the day, they now started mounting pressure that we have to pay money. Some of the offers there were as high as 3-point-something million, 2-point-something million, and so on. And I said, the person that invited me here told me that I won a trip, a travel to Mombasa in Kenya, or Cape Town in South Africa, or any other part of the world that I choose, that I have just won a trip from their organization. How come I came here now after the presentation? You are now telling me that I have to pay some money and that I must pay now? Because I said, okay, leave me to make a little research on the offer you are making me. So after my research, I will decide whether I want to proceed or not. And the man was like, if you walk out of this place now, that you have lost the opportunity, that you will never get the opportunity in a lifetime. I said, okay, no problem. If that is how your business is, I'm walking out, and I don't care about the opportunity again. Go with your opportunity. I'm trying to avoid using a swear word here. So what I'm trying to say is that most of these fraudulent investment schemes would put pressure on you that you must invest immediately or you lose the opportunity. If you see anybody telling you that kind of thing, run. It is fraud. They are trying to cash in on you. They are trying to get the money from you as quickly as possible and then make their way. Please, let us be reasonable. Let us think. Let us not be carried away by promises of very high returns, promises of putting money somewhere and doing nothing and getting all the promises just for nothing. It doesn't work like that. Nothing easy, nothing good comes easy. So these people, in fact, we need to be very careful because there are so many of them. They come in different ways. Okay, let me tell you number 3. One of the ways you are going to catch them, if you are really careful, one of the ways you are going to spot them is that whatever they say they are doing with the money is always shrouded in mystery. They will come and tell you things that are ambiguous, that you will find it difficult to really understand where they are investing the money. For instance, I remember back then, I think it was 2016, when I was still in First Bank. Now, you can't believe this. A student of one school close to our bank came to our bank and started marketing this investment scheme to bankers, staff of our bank. They came marketing this and telling them that they are going to give very, very high interest rates. You can't believe that bankers fell prey to a mere student who is marketing them investment that will give them very high returns. Now, what did the guy say he was going to do with the money? He said that they were investing it on cryptocurrency, that they were using it to buy Bitcoin. As at that point, so many of our staff does not know what cryptocurrency is all about. They didn't understand Bitcoin. And even today, so many Nigerians don't understand what cryptocurrency is all about. So the guy said they will just put the money that the cryptocurrency is yielding over 10% monthly. So our staff are going to get more than 5%, and they push their money into it. And I was sounding that note of warning. I was telling them, you guys should shine your eye. You just came out of MMM. Now somebody is bringing Bitcoin. You can't believe that some of the staff poured in as much as 5 million into this nonsense. They poured in as much as 5 million naira of their hard-earned savings into this rubbish. And till today, the guy ran away with the money. All he did was that the first set of people that came in, he was able to give them their the promised interest. And then these people were the people now that went to spread the gospel about how good that platform was. And the money disappeared to thin air. Let us be very, very careful. That is how they operate. Now, another thing they do is that they create a situation of bandwagon effect. They make you believe that everybody is doing it, everybody is rushing it. For instance, they go on Facebook, they sponsor a particular post, and then people will be commenting, wonderful, this is good, I just did it, I just got it. Like this particular one I'm telling you, I don't want to mention their name, but when you see them, you will know them. If you check that sponsored post, you will see more than 1,000 comments, likes, shares. You know, they sponsor it in such a way that you will believe that so many people cannot be wrong. My brother, so many people can be wrong. After the Bible says that the road that leads to death, that there are many people on it, it's only a few people that are on the path that leads to life. So please run. And in order to give themselves that transparency, that credibility, they will use people you trust, like your spiritual leaders. They will use your bankers, they will use your lawyers, people you think that are very intelligent. They will use your lecturers, your professors. You know, and some of these people they are using don't even understand their left or their right in that particular sense. You know, sometimes you'll be surprised that a con artist who appear to be illiterate will actually con a professor, a university professor. So financial literacy is different from academic literacy. Is this different from spirituality? Is different from whatever kind of knowledge you think you have. If somebody is not financially sound, you can easily fall prey to all these stupid investment schemes. So please, if you are an employee, you have your savings. Please keep your savings. Don't be in a hurry to invest it. Don't double. Anybody that is telling you that you can double your money, don't go there. No, nothing like that exists. Maybe you are lucky at the first time you bring the money, they actually give you something, you know, as interest, which actually promises that same return. If you continue, the scheme will crumble on your head. As long as they don't get new people that is going to give them money to settle the old people, then it will crumble. So shine your eyes. Don't go because your friend has gone. Don't go because they are promising you high returns. Don't go because they are telling you that they are investing it in this place or that place. All of them are foul. Now, finally, I want to say this. Most of these investment schemes that are fraudulent come as a Ponzi scheme. We all know what a Ponzi scheme is. To rob Peter to pay Paul. Just like a pyramid scheme. Those people at the top of the pyramid is being settled with the money from those people at the bottom of the pyramid. That is what it is. That is what it is. Make sure that anybody that is asking you to bring money to invest, you know that person very well. You know where they are putting the money very well. Then check out. You are even free to ask them. Let me see the financial records, the financial statements of where they are putting this money. Though it's not something that is very simple for you to really ask them and they give you. But at least when you ask certain questions, it will open your eyes. It will make them to know that you know what you are doing. They can't easily come and scam you. As a banker, I have seen so many things. Our people are so vulnerable. Nigerians are so vulnerable. Africans are so vulnerable. Anytime people promise us any little thing, we all fall prey to it. Let this thing stop. The best thing that can happen to you is to save your money and start your own business. Take all the risks inside, not to carry your money and dump with somebody and the person will be paying you 2 times of the money you've given, 3 times, 4 times, or so on. At a point, they will run away with all your money. And by the time you have marketed so many people for them and you brought them there and they scam those people, all those people that you brought there will turn against you. So let us be careful. Let us be very, very careful. A Ponzi scheme does not last, no matter how much they are promised you. It can even last for more than 1 year, more than 2 years, more than 5 years, but it will eventually crash. This time around that the economy is very bad, especially in Nigeria here. The economy of Nigeria is very bad. Today, I heard that exchange rate is above 500 naira per dollar. More than 500 naira per dollar. The inflation is hyper. We are experiencing a hyperinflation. Then check out interest rate on treasury bill, Nigerian bond, very low. Interest rate on savings in the financial institutions, very low. Then even the rate on loans is not as much as the amount they are promising to give you. So just think about this thing doesn't make sense. It doesn't seem to make sense. Yet a lot of people are falling prey to it. So I don't know who I'm talking about now. Please take this video very seriously. Shine your eyes, as we say it in Nigeria here. Shine your eyes. Open your eyes. Don't allow them to scam you. Find out when the so-called investment opportunity is a scam. Find out. Don't follow people and join the bandwagon effect. And then eventually they will take your money and run away. Okay, I think this video, I will stop it here. I don't want the video to be too long. Remember, the topic is how to spot fraudulent investment schemes. There are so many things I would have said, but at least I have said enough. Whenever anybody is trying to urge you to put your money in any investment scheme, be very, very wise. Every financial institution has one form of investment. Even in my company, we do investment. If you want, we invest your money for you, but we are not in a hurry to collect everybody's money, and we cannot promise you high interest rates. In fact, we are even reducing the interest rate on some of the people that invested with us, and we are happy when they say they don't want to invest again because of the low interest, and they take their money, because to us it's a huge liability. We don't want to promise people something that we cannot fulfill. At the end of the day, there will be a problem. Anybody who is promising you that high interest rate does not even care whether there will be a problem tomorrow or not. All he wants to do is to gather as much money as possible from all the investors that are coming, and then before you know it, they run away with all the money. Okay, thank you. Please shine your eyes. Don't be carried away by so many promises of high returns. Like I said from the beginning, if a particular investment or return on investment is too good to be true, the truth is that it probably is. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.